Hi, welcome back again to Chef's Bonus. Playing around with the griddle today, doing some fun foods for like the summer and apps and things that I've cooked over the years. Um, this one's a really simple one, but people love it, and it's mozzarella. I mean, I wouldn't call them sticks, but what I do is there's this fresh mozzarella. Um, I get the whole log that you see at the store, and then I cut it up into these kind of like semicircles. I do it a little bit thicker. Sometimes they're like pre-cut, but I like to do mine a little bit thicker. Um, then what I do is I dredge them in some flour that's seasoned with salt, and then egg wash and breadcrumbs. And you can get seasoned breadcrumbs. You can make your own breadcrumbs, whatever you want to do. A lot of times I'll just get the seasoned ones because they're easy. I put some herbs in with the eggs, so there's some fresh herbs in here as well. Now what I'm going to do is I have this on about medium high heat. Gonna let that heat up. I'm actually first and foremost I made this sauce the other day, and I'm gonna just add a little bit of the sauce to this pot. Let it heat up directly on the griddle. Have this dome. It's gonna help me keep that covered. I usually use that dome for smoking, but it'll help get the sauce heated up a little bit. Once that starts to bubble up and just get warm through, it doesn't have to be raging hot. I just want to get it so that it's warm through. And then I'm gonna oil and cook these mozzarella wedges, mozzarella sticks, homemade mozzarella sticks. They're gonna be real quick. You're just gonna, oil, get one side nice and crispy, flip it, get the other side nice and crispy, and what's going to happen is the flour and the egg wash and the breadcrumbs are going to encase that cheese, and then it's going to be nice and gooey in the middle. If it's not hot enough or it cooks too long, it's going to break down and start to fall apart, and you're going to notice it right away. So you definitely want to have like a medium high to high heat. If you have to flip it a few times because you're worried things are going to burn, that's probably a safer bet than letting it get over a lower, slower heat and just get ooey and gooey and melty, and you're not going to have a nice crust, and it's not going to taste that great. So let me see how we're doing. Still needs a few more minutes, but that's not to say I can't get things started. So let me let that heat up just a little bit more, and then we'll get started with with the mozzarella. Again, what I'm going to do here. Spread this oil around. I want to kind of, like I did before, I don't want to use a paper towel because I don't want to sop up this oil. I actually want the cheese to kind of cook in that oil. I may even add a little bit more once these are on. But this flat top is like perfect. One of the reasons why I get the log and I cut them like this too is it gets a really nice flat surface for you to cook on. If you're going to cook cheese sticks on this, you kind of have to roll them back and forth. And it wouldn't be I don't think it would be as efficient. You're not going to get as good of a crust on the outside. So this is a really simple, easy, great way to do these. Like I said, this one's already starting to melt a little bit. They cook real fast. Definitely don't want them to burn. And that cheese is going to be nice and ooey and gooey in the middle. The reason why I put it through flour before the egg wash is that if you go egg wash directly into breadcrumbs, you're going to have exposed pieces, and the flour is going to adhere to the cheese and take up all those dry spots away and give you a better crust. Put this with a little more oil. Real quick, simple. Having folks over for a cookout, do this up. They're going to love it. So move these a little. Get into that oil. Probably about 2 minutes away from being done. Sauce is boiling. It's all coming together. See that? So that's just starting to break down a little bit there, which means we're pretty close to done. Another quick tip. If you have a bowl, I have this platter here with this bowl. I'm actually going to put a paper towel underneath, that way it doesn't slide around. That one's free. You're welcome. When they just start to break down like that, that's the perfect time to serve them. That means the cheese on the inside is melty and stringy and gooey and delicious. And serve them fast. They usually don't stick around too long anyway. People love these. Especially kids. You got kids, they're going to love this dish. My kids do. Perfect little snack on a Sunday afternoon, or if you're having guests over, a great appetizer to kick off outdoor meal. So if you like what you see on Chef's Bonus, tell me what you want to see. Subscribe. Let me know what you're looking at out there, what you guys like to cook, and what you'd like to see me cook on the griddle or on the smoker. Thanks so much.